Welcome back to Justice for All. Let's get to the end of this. I can't believe it. Acro.
It's pretty shocking, isn't it?
It definitely is. And to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose?
No.
He did? Psst, psst. But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kinda the reason why.
Hey, pal! You're gonna ignore me after I went through this troll to bring you some evidence?
Ah! Detective Gumshoe!
Ah, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. No, detective. I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little?
We've got some really tasty milk! How about a card trick, detective?
Well, if you insist.
Now, about that evidence you mentioned. What is it?
Here you go.
Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room.
Yep, I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later.
Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything, but everything that's happened in court up to now has gone according to our plan.
I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now.
It's on her side, man. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion.
Our...
Final plans?
No. Our... I'm just like... Are you fucking working with Edgeworth? Because he's usually the one that's just like, the truth is what matters in the end. Because that's the thing he learned going up against Wright. He kind of got down to the whole thing of, you know, at this point, I don't care about my record. What I want is the truth.
Yeah, final plans. That reminds me. I got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here.
What did he mean by that? The very end part?
I'm not sure. It's all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing!
Ah! Don't scare me like that! I had a feeling a scream was coming.
It looks like a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
What? For me?
It's milk! The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils.
An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me?
He's not hated.
He's not it's sort of like, they don't like him because of how uppity he is, but he is kind of making them better as performers for wanting to push them. And I think maybe they're finally starting to realise that. The reason why he looks down on them is because they were so happy to be settled in their small little circle.
Exactly. Right.
Staying with that blood and lots of pepper. Well, a little bit of pepper.
Course is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off.
I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime.
Understood. Now, Mr. Dingman,
Yes, Your Honor.
please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay?
Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
About the Ringmaster. Hmm.
Didn't realize Sauron was
the ringmaster, master of the rings, and precious given to me. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. Oh my god, you were a babby! So you were an acrobat and Regina was fucking, 5. So either Regina was like really, really little when he was taken in, because he became an acrobat at 9, so he would have had to have been a bit younger than that when he got taken in.
Yeah.
Damn. Let's continue. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such high esteem.
Because he didn't mean to.
Wrong target.
He couldn't see out of his window.
So he didn't know that the
So
wrong target showed up at that time.
Exactly, he thought it was Regina.
And even if Russell Berry didn't turn up, he would have dropped the bust and it wouldn't have hit anyone. If Regina didn't post the thing.
Exactly. You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there is no real need for cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. But what did I just...
Of course you'll cross-examine him.
I had a heart attack there. Excuse me 1 second, I just need to...
Well, I guess
The defense has the right to cross-examine the witness.
You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive.
Very well, Mr. Wright, cross-examine the witness.
Suppose we'll just press everything. There's nothing really that stands out, so just get as much as we can out of him. Press.
Is that what we need?
Just press.
Right. We?
Yes, my brother Sean and I.
What? You have a brother?
How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old and my brother was 4.
Your parents were very cruel, weren't they?
And nowadays we are bitter about what happened to us. Because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Berry Big Circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed.
There's a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. Ow!
No crying in court. Let's keep going.
The witness may proceed with his testimony. Press?
We may as well press everything. Get this little...
How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster?
He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had.
What about the other people at the circus?
This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in. So, no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. Nick! Isn't Acro such a wonderful person?
I know, he seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this difficult. So then, how long have you been a performer?
Alright, next pressing, please.
You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age.
I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. Not that. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dinglingberries. It's nearly a household name. Oh my god, their stage name is Dinglingberry, so in a sense, if they had a choice, they probably would have changed their last name to Berry. Because of the closeness they felt with Russell.
Yep.
That's sweet. I've even heard of them in Germany. I wouldn't say something for no reason like that.
Liar.
How do you know I'm lying? The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus.
You are truly a remarkable young man. Proud father.
That's the last one.
Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow!
How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testament?
No!
Or the heartfelt emotions contained within?
No!
You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard.
Ow! 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 No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them.
I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely.
Exactly right, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead? I can't. I can't provide one.
Like you said, he didn't want him dead. He
It's not
wanted
the
someone else
ringmaster.
dead.
Yeah.
Nick?
Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow!
Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so full-heartedly foolish. Did you forget you made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, "This is the real killer of Russell Berry, ringmaster."
If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro? You didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night.
What did you just say?
I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with.
What?
Order! Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is, smack anyone who's loud in the face, twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Ow!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else?
Profiles, Regina.
Regina Berry?
This young girl is Ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro? You were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
You don't need to answer that. That's a mean-spirited, leading question.
He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to do is say, "You're wrong." That's it.
That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Enough, Mr. Wright, allow me to... Oh!
The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
Huh?
And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now! I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry.
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl.
Now you can show the note. You wanted to show it earlier?
Yeah, I did. Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. So the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note, ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one little problem. Problem? Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster.
You mean it wasn't for the...
That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. Order! 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 Mr. Wright, this is a theory of yours. It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board.
That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note.
That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina. That's incredible! Remember the testimony Acro gave us earlier today? Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bust fly.
Hey Nick, isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience?
She is, unfortunately. It's only going to get harsher from here.
I hope Regina can handle it.
Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place.
Yes? What about that line?
Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note was declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer.
You just don't get it, do you?
What did you just say?
The ringmaster knew what that note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. I know all about it.
Oh, I know it all!
An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time.
I'm surprised you didn't notice my amazing Lady Catherine impression.
Oh no, I noticed.
Excellent, thank you. Moron!
Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago.
Really, Nick?
Yes, Maya, keep up! I think so.
Why then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I'd certainly like to know what it is.
I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago actually is the pepper!
Hmm? What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him? He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright, so what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw.
Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. You're so sure, Mr. Phoenix, right? Then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim?
Bat. Who's this? That is Acro's younger brother.
What does that prove? His younger brother isn't dead?
Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him?
Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool?
And do you spend your time being an airheaded bitch who doesn't use her brain?
I use my brain. I'm not an airhead unlike that fool Regina.
But you're not using your brain!
Oh, shut up. Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state.
A lion?
Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. How kind of you to be so defensive of someone's ability to not murder.
So then what happened to Acro's brother?
He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident.
I see.
Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident?
Could have been.
Why do you think it could have been?
Bat used to tease her with Pepper all the time. She said that herself. No, she didn't.
No, Mo said it.
Yeah, Mo said that she used to tease him. He used to tease her with Pepper, so she just wanted to get him back. Yeah, Mo said they had this stupid bet, or Acro said they had this stupid bet.
Oh, I think I see where you're coming from now that I think about it, because I was thinking it was more than that she'd purposely done it, but no. She put the pepper on the scarf to try and make Bat sneeze, but instead Leon sneezed when he put his head in the mouth. Am I about right on what you're thinking? Yep. Okay. So, go on then. Just an accident.
That's not what you said. Tell me why you think it was more than that.
I suppose I thought it was more than that because it was sort of a case of he asked her to go to the movies and I guess maybe she didn't, but then also why would she be against that? So in some
They were
ways,
great friends. Why would she be against that?
Depend on the way that he wanted to go to the movies with her. You know.
Would it really have mattered to her? Would she really... Think about her personality during this entire fucking thing. Would it really have mattered to her?
True.
How he wanted to go to the movies with her? He just wanted to go to the movies with her. It wasn't even... It didn't even say whether it was in a romantic sense or not. He just wanted to go to the movies with her.
He was in love with her though. It was clearly a date on his end.
Well, yeah, he just wanted to take her out to the movies, but... if they were great friends, why would she have been against going to the movies with them? Even if she wasn't into him, why would she have been against going to the movies?
Why would she have...
But even if she was against going to the movies with him, and she wanted to win that little dare, again, she'd be trying to make Bat sneeze, not Leon. So Bat would sneeze and take his head out and not be able to do the trick.
Which still makes it an accident. It's just a prank gone wrong, which makes it an accident.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been trying to say to you. It was nothing more than an accident, because no matter how you look at it, Regina Berry wanted to make Bat sneeze, not Leon.
Yeah, and it was also the thing of it's not like one of those like malicious types of pranks that you see so many people do. Exactly.
It wasn't aimed to hurt anyone.
It was unfortunately a harmless prank.
But it went wrong.
Yeah.
Because it didn't... It was... what Regina intended to do was have the pepper go into Bat's nose when he tried to do the trick, and so he'd sneeze and pull his head out,
Yeah, 'cause
not be able to do the trick.
he'd be closer to the scarf by
Exactly.
bending in, so it'd be like, ooh, and go back
and
out.
not be able to do the trick. Therefore, she'd win
Mm.
the dare. And no harm to anybody. But unfortunately, the swoosh of it made Leon sneeze, and so Bat got hurt. And Leon, defending his brother... and Acro, defending his brother, got attacked by Leon as well.
Yeah, because obviously he obviously kind of was ripping Leon off of Bat's head, and obviously because he would have hurt Leon, in spite of everything, if you're attacking an animal, no matter how docile they are, they will lash back.
So it was just an accident.
Okay, yeah, just an accident. I can see.
I suppose it was truly an accident.
It's essential that a man knows when to give up, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
It's impossible to prove Miss Berry's involvement in a murder attempt, isn't it?
Ha! Instigating a lion to attack! Who ever heard of something like that? And to think that the defense claimed this was conclusive evidence.
Small bottle of pepper and lime. What's the connection? Ah!
What's the matter, Nick?
I figured it out. Wow, it was right in front of my nose the entire time.
I know, we figured it out a while ago.
Yeah. Your Honor, wait. What is it? The lion biting Bat was no accident at all. What?
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being.
She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat. Now it's the scarf. That's just a scarf. Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct?
That's right.
And who was the one that gave this scarf to Bat?
Regina. Regina gave it to him.
Regina. There's something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. 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 Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment?
Are you getting fucking attacked by the bird again?
Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? Still seems like the judge just doesn't get it.
She does.
She does.
Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wasn't it said that the lions seemed to be smiling?
Smiling. The lion was smiling.
Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling.
Lions smile?
I've never heard of them smiling. However,
lions sneeze. Woof, woof, woof. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze.
word that the game broke then.
He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What?
You fool!
You've got to be kidding me. What's the matter, Miss Von Karma?
I object. For objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say this is how this joke of an accident actually happened?
Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina.
You foolish idiot! It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves.
Are you telling me that what I said was true?
Acro? You don't mean. You can't be. Witness?
Are you confirming the defense's claim?
Mr. Wright. Unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder.
What do you mean by that?
The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory.
What would that problem be?
The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I dropped Max's bust on top of the ringmaster... where is the evidence that proves the claim?
You mean the conclusive evidence?
The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or lack thereof, to be more precise.
The murder weapon. The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, if it were covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes.
Yes, it would be. Nick, you've got to do something!
This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. Press to search Acro's room?
Von Karma's already looked. Remember, she was investigating and we couldn't go up to Acro's room at the time. Maybe, so I guess we'll see. Yeah.
See?
Yeah, we'll see. Von Karma already
It
looked.
might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but
But why are you going to search his room? It looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Von Karma total justice.
he destroyed it. I guess. I figured with you, that's the least I should expect. You'd leave no stone unturned.
A Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Akura's room yesterday.
What did you find?
There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright. The bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. And we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that.
How have we spoken with him?
End of story.
Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this.
It looks like you've like the final nail to put into my coffin.
But, what about the scarf? What about the note?
What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the Ringmaster. You should know that by now. Do something, Nick! Don't let this case slip away! Bust! Where is it now? Phoenix Wright! You know where the bust is, I'm sure you do!
How am I supposed to know where the bust is? It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short.
Thank you for your support.
Ah.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright.
I think that brings to an end the cross-examination of this witness.
Hold it! Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue.
What?
What? Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she?
Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? What? Are you asking me?
The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck!
What the fuck have you done, Maya? Hey, wait! You can't be serious!
Acrobats always have their lives on the lines, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Very well, the defense may proceed.
He doesn't have a clue. And I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon.
Logic. Is there room for a false step? Sink or swim, the only way through is forward.
The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust right now?
Not in the lodging house.
No, because they would have found it otherwise.
Not in the big top.
Otherwise they would have found it.
It's in the courtroom.
That's the only logical conclusion. The police were everywhere in the circus. Especially around the lodging house. But if they were looking for something, they would have also checked the big top to try and find where the murder weapon could have been stashed.
Courtroom. It's obvious, the bust is inside this very courtroom. It's obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. Prosecutor bench. The witness stand. It's his wheelchair.
Yeah, why would it be in the prosecutor's
Oh,
bed?
because on karma. I don't. Like father, like daughter with her.
But she...
To the witness stand.
Apart from her record, she has no reason to protect Acro.
Witness stand. Acro? I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright.
Well, you are a big guy and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to, say, hide a bust under there.
Once again, your penchant for humour hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright.
I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over, which is why you had to hide it. In the only place you could hide it, under your wheelchair. Which is why, Akro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap?
Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. You fool! How could you?
Who are you talking to?
Who knows? You've got me. I've been backed by a real pro. Actually, 2 of them.
2 of them?
Miss Franziska von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search in my room last night? Huh? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust... Obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. The only place I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. And Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court, hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So, you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma.
It all makes sense now.
Can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing!
Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at him. I know I sure couldn't.
I can't believe it. Me! Make a mistake! Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that.
It seems we finally arrived at the truth.
Someone told her to do the search. And that fucked her up!
That crow.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. That crow. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way.
And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper.
I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her. No matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never, ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely. That she would laugh innocently when saying that. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried.
That's when you decided to do something about Regina.
How dreadful.
So are you saying that you are a victim in all this, of this as well?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first I thought I'd kill myself. Then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet.
has to be such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself.
I'm an idiot! I can't believe it! You beat me again!
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict.
Not guilty. Thank you, Gumshoe, for the confetti.
This court is adjourned.
Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat? Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to.
Many congrats! But only at max. 1,000,000 of them.
Thank you.
What's the vibe? What's with the vibe in this room?
We're just thinking about Acro.
No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy.
Huh?
She's been like this for a while now.
Yeah.
It's on my phone! Sweetie pie.
Ron and Acro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up.
Regina.
Mr. Wright, tell me something.
What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end. Does that mean that Acro is he gonna try and get his revenge on me?
I don't think so.
No.
He's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
Are you sure? You're really sure? I can believe that?
Yep. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
If that's true, then I want to see some evidence.
Huh?
I want to know you're not just making stuff up about Acro wanting revenge.
Show her.
Oh. I can't just up and leave yet. He's waiting for his brother to wake up.
So. Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again.
That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know.
I never knew. But now that Acro's being caught,
Uh-huh.
I know.
What?
I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes. And then he can meet Acro again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bat.
Hopefully this is enough to give it a little peace of mind.
Hey, Max.
What is it, No?
We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So, whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and wrap up the contract.
I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now?
That's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision.
What is it?
I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen!
the best circus the world has ever seen.
Don't laugh!
That's quite the goal.
Yay! I can't wait! Then I guess that changes things.
Huh?
There's only one thing the best circus in the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen.
Max.
Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy?
I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you.
Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you?
I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think I brought you to court today? We go to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. No.
Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the Berry Big Circus without Regina Berry. Nick!
Seems like everything is going to turn out alright here.
I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats.
It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm gonna order special whoopee cushion seats.
Edric. I see. What made the case?
Yesterday's surprise raid really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you?
It was just a theory. If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was...
Looking at your glass.
If Acro was really the killer, I thought that, for fuck's sake, I missed it. Especially if he was the defense attorney.
You mean Mr. Right?
Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back.
Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you. Mr. Edgeworth.
As you can see, I'm not dead.
Very blue, not red. God.
Meaning! Yeah, he's not dead, Phoenix. Oopsie. Edgy boy, hello! And there we go. Another case down. Yeah, happy wiggles from Dragon. Now, in a sense, the problem with this case is just the fact of, because of a lot of, like, extenuating circumstances, like Mo being really annoying, the whole love triangle with the puppet, it kind of ruined what could have been quite an interesting, touching case. Because, like, the whole thing at the end with Acro is really good.
Agreed.
But it's just bogged down with really shitty characters, and it's why I'm glad that when they adapted it to the anime, they cut a lot of, like, the bullshit out. Which actually made the case a lot more palatable.
Yeah.
More Justice for All, evidently, is coming in the future. We will see you next time in the next case. Farewell, my turnabout. Thank you all for watching this latest addition to our growing collection of varying games and reviews, just videos in general. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Please leave a like and a comment in the comments section down below. We love hearing what you think. If you have any recommendations for either games to play or material to review, let us know in the comments and we'll do our best to get to them when we can.
If you like our content, subscribe to see more. Check out our playlists if you are looking for something new or worried you've missed an episode. Click on the recommended video appearing on the screen if you want to see more of us right now. You won't regret it, we swear. Subscribe to our Patreon to become one of our lovely beans today. However, if that is too expensive for you at this time, please consider a one-off donation on our Ko-fi. Help support T-Wench today.
And with that, Lime out.
Dragon out.
Bye!